Good evening, everyone. It is February 22nd, 2023. This is just a 2 hour chart of the ES. You can see that we've been struggling to get above this kind of 39.17 area. Of course, this has been a huge level, not just going back to January, but we can go back towards August and September, where you can see multiple times this was able to sustain an offer and some bids. And I think even back in July. So this has been quite a critical number, and you can see it's coming back into play now. Now, I want to note that on the week thus far, although we have spent some time here and volume, we have not accumulated the point of control. The weekly point of control has not been accumulated below that weekly standard deviation -1 of VWAP. Sorry for the ugly sort of photo here or video or whatever this ugly sort of picture that you're looking at here, but just bear with me. Here is weekly VWAP, this pink purple line here, and the -1 standard deviation is this green line. I know it's hard to see. Maybe I'll delete all these. There we go. You can see that this standard deviation has come down for around 4,084ish. We've been just kind of riding it on the way down, and you can see that the point of control came in at 0.6 quarters. So the point of control is higher than that -1 standard deviation, which to me is a sign that it's not really accumulation at the lows that's occurring. You would want to see that accumulation lower down relative to the week's VWAP. So to me, this rally should be unsustainable, and I will be looking to fade it on the way up intraday. And I'm not going to be too eager to buy that weekly point of control that we've developed at 4,006. Now, notably, tomorrow we do have GDP quarter over quarter at 8:30 a.m., so an hour before the open. I'm sure it's going to wiggle it around. I'd be surprised if we have much of an active Globex. I think it'll be a quieter nighttime session, and we'll just be waiting for that number. As of now, again, I don't think we've accumulated enough to really justify a sustainable ramp off these lows. Instead, I'll be looking for us to get lower down towards the 68 number. Now, intraday, what am I looking at? How am I looking to trade this? Not too complicated here. I'm looking to be short 17.75, just been a nice level. We have our weekly VWAP right around there as well. Short somewhere between 30 and really 37. Yearly VWAP, I believe, 37.25 for the external trading hours, and the RTH 35.75. So I'm just going to add 37.25 up here. Yeah, pretty close. There we go. So I will be looking to get short somewhere around here. I'll be seeing how we're trading around there, but I do want to be short somewhere around there in those 30s. Just that January point of control. That January. The January point of control. You've got value area high from that. What was that Tuesday session at 31.5? You've got a volume point of control somewhere around that 33s intraday around this auction here, and then again that yearly VWAP around 37. So I think this could be a place where we could get some selling in. It's around. Let me just take a look. It's above value area high on the week, but it's nowhere near that 87% of value area high. That comes in high around 32.5. For the RTH, for the external trading hours, it's higher. So usually if we're going to get a sell, you might get it around that 87% and 95% coming at 37s. I'm sure this will wiggle around after the open, but largely what I'm looking at is that we're still trading within that 95% of value area. If you put on the external trading hours, that goes higher up to 64s, 52s, 48s. And that is why I'm still going to be looking to be short 51s, just where this auction was held on Tuesday, and then looking for a run of the highs, and then coming back below. Coming back below this critical support, critical resistance, where we did have that week's low and now settlement high sitting at. After that, I will be short at 75s. Will not be short at 88s. I'll be looking for the gap close instead to short at 98s. Now that is an 80 move to the upside, 80-point move to the upside relative to where we're trading right now. Down below, if we do gap up or down, I'll be waiting to long or short respectively at the 4 p.m. close at 4,000 quarter. Other than that, I will be looking to long 94 half, just that weekly value area low that's been developing, and then getting long after a run of these lows off of 86s. It's been a really great level if we look back into the past here. Just where we caught that bid for the ramp, caught an offer here, caught another offer here. Not sure where that level just went. uh, 86, I think, somewhere around here. Um, it's just been a great level, so I will be looking to play it once again. Um, there we go. Below there, I will be looking to get long at 74s, sort of the highs of this auction we had when we trapped a bunch of shorts. Below there, I'll be looking for a run of the day's low, that Wednesday low. I want to see it tag that January half back at 61.75, and then take that day's low long for a move back sort of towards today's low of the day around that 86 number, and finishing there. I'm not too interested in trading below 39.60s. I think that's when you start getting a more liquidation move. I'm not really sure where you catch the bid. Maybe around 39.40s, maybe lower towards that 39.15 area where we had, I think, a monthly or a weekly point of control, something like that. 39.18, yeah, weekly point of control down to 18. Maybe I would consider going long there, but at that point we're talking about a what would that be? 80-point move from where we're trading at currently. So that's how I'm looking at this. Just looking to get long 94s, 86s, 74s, 63s. Maybe play this 4,000 number if we gap, just playing the gap close. And then short 17s, 30, 33, 37, 51, 57 after a high day run, 75 half, 98s for that gap close, 88s if we sell that 98 number. We'll be waiting for the gap close. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. Very, very likely there's an update to this pre-market just based on those GDP numbers. So I will be waiting to see how the market shakes up after that. So that's all I have for you guys for now. Trade safe and have a great Globex.